Rest, leisure. These are words that we use that we think we know exactly what they mean. And yet, what if this quarantine has proved anything? It's proven that we have no idea what to do with ourselves when we're not engaged in the regular day-to-day activities that have, in some sense, built up our identity. And in large part, it's because we actually don't know how to rest. We do not know how to have leisure. We do not know how to have free time. And we don't know how to have free time not only away from what we call work, schoolwork, class prep, whatever, but away from our devices, away from the phone, from the distractions that continually push in on us and grab our attention and our energy and our time away from us. And what we have here is not a good situation, but it is a chance. It's an opportunity to find a way of doing rest that complements our work and isn't an escape from work, but is a way of deepening and enriching our experience of our own work. As a university, we are people of vocation. We are people who are studying to be a person called to a particular kind of work. As teachers and administrators, we're called, as staff members, we're called to do a particular kind of service. And so what we have here is an opportunity to think about what it means to rest in line with our work, not apart from it, not escaping from it. And this really, I think, one way to really think about this in a powerful way is actually the sisters, our benefactors, the Franciscan Sisters of Perpetual Adoration. One of their key charisms, and a charism that I think really defines them as an order, is that there is a twin intertwined principles of works of charity and mercy, and i.e. out there active doing things, and then works of contemplation, adoration, being before the altar, praying in the Holy Spirit, and combining those into a living expression of our reality, including when we go out and do, and when we come back and be. And so what this affords us as we scramble around trying to figure out what to do, and then get caught up in those long empty moments where we would have filled going to the mall or going to the store or going to the movies, instead of just staring at our phones, we can have a moment to reflect, to contemplate, and think about what is this space that we have away from what we normally do. And so I think a good prayer for us right now, following in the footsteps of our sisters of Perpetual Adoration, is to think about how we can make rest a normative part of our life. In my Franciscan tradition class, we always do an assignment called the Unplugged assignment, and I make them for 30 minutes. They have to turn off all their devices and just sit with themselves. And every time I introduce this assignment, you can see the stricken terror on their faces. You can hear the groans of their inner spirit saying, "No, please don't make me do this." And yet, I always find that they are deeply affected by the adventure of just sitting down and being by yourself with yourself and not distracting yourself from yourself and everything else. And so maybe as a challenge, take 10, 15, maybe even 30, maybe even, do you dare, an hour to just spend in time with yourself and with your God.